The Busby family previews new challenges in OutDaughtered, Season 4 video. Let your kids be kids. Danielle Busby advises anyone planning to take on raising their children on TV. Danielle, Adam, and the rest of the Busby family are returning to your screens for a fourth season of TLC's OutDaughtered, featuring changes and new challenges for the parents and their 5 children: older daughter Blake and younger quintuplets Ava, Olivia, Riley, Parker, and Hazel. Danielle, Adam, and the rest of the Busby family are returning to your screens for a fourth season of TLC's OutDaughtered, featuring changes and new challenges for the parents and their 5 children: older daughter Blake and younger quintuplets Ava, Olivia, Riley, Parker, and Hazel. The entire family stopped by TV Insider to preview the new episodes, which will include crazy stuff with their house and a new member of the family. They're never quite sure what to expect over the course of a season because, as Adam put it, life just happens. Watch the video above to find out what's to come from the 3 niggers with their different personalities and opinions, and how the kids deal with having the cameras around. OutDaughtered Season 5 premiere date. When will the show return to TLC? OutDaughtered has garnered a lot of attention as the Busby parents raise their 6 daughters. After 4 seasons, TLC fans are anxious for more of the Busby Quints and their older sister, Blake. Adam and Danielle Busby have become fan favorites among network viewers because of their wholesome show. Season 4 ended last night, and now there is some concern about when OutDaughtered will be renewed and when Season 5 will premiere. The past patterns have suggested that a renewal for OutDaughtered could come at any point. Season 4 was announced back in spring, several months before the season premiere in July. It is rumored that news about the next steps for the Busby family will be ironed out before the end of 2018. It is incredibly likely that TLC will choose to keep OutDaughtered around. The Busby family has been consistent in bringing in ratings, and their show is filled with family drama and cute moments at a ratio that everyone loves. When Season 5 is announced, it is likely that the new season will premiere in the summer again. OutDaughtered has been all over the board through the 4 seasons, and now that the Busby girls are a little bit older, there may be more flexibility in the filming schedule. Season 4 of OutDaughtered has finished airing, but Season 5 is expected to begin airing on TLC in 2019. OutDaughtered, Quintuplets turn 4 in new episodes. September 9th UPI. TLC announced Monday that new episodes of OutDaughtered would premiere Tuesday, October 1st at 8 p.m. The new episodes constitute the continuation of Season 4. The reality show follows parents Adam and Danielle Busby as they raise quintuplets along with their other children. The 2-hour premiere commemorates the quintuplets' 4th birthday. Their older sister Blake turns 8 as well. The TLC press release mentions a luau-themed birthday party. Some of the milestones the quintuplets will face this season include nighttime potty training, a dude ranch trip, eye surgery for Hazel, and potential new living arrangements, according to the TLC press release. Riley also gets the choice to start kindergarten a year early, which really is a choice Danielle and Adam have to make. Riley's 4 sisters would enter school on schedule a year later. There's drama for Adam and Danielle too, as Adam has to leave for numerous business trips, while Danielle starts a new business at home. New clips also show Adam struggling to keep a surprise party a secret for Danielle. OutDaughtered premiered in 2016 when Danielle gave birth to quintuplets Olivia, Ava, Hazel, Parker, and Riley. TLC Go is also airing new episodes of OutDaughtered, inside the episode for fans to explore every Tuesday after regular episodes premiere on TLC. OutDaughtered cast net worth. How much do they likely make per episode? OutDaughtered just finished airing Season 4 on TLC. The Busbys have been incredibly busy dealing with their 6 daughters, especially with 3-year-old Quints thrown into the mix. Viewers have often wondered what the Busbys make for filming OutDaughtered. The cost of raising children isn't cheap, and when you multiply that times 6, the number is almost unimaginable. Of course, the reality show isn't all Adam Danielle Busby do that brings in income. It is widely known that Adam has a day job that helps to provide for his family. His income has been discussed on several episodes, and he has been with the same company for over a decade. Aside from that, there is at least one other business venture. Both Adam and Danielle Busby helped to run Rush Cycle, a cycling business in Texas. They partnered with friends of theirs, and so far, Things seem to be going well. It isn't clear how much time they spend there or how much of a role they play in things, but there have been several photos of them at Rush Cycle. Now, In Touch Weekly reported that Adam and Danielle Busby make between $25,000 and $40,000 an episode. That may seem like a huge jump between the two numbers, but there are plenty of factors that come into play with it. Who is being filmed and how long they're filming are big factors. Obviously, as each season goes on, the Busby family should be getting a raise. The exact amount per episode has never been directly reported, only a range of amounts have been given. With a fifth season all but confirmed, it looks like they're doing well for themselves. The Busby Quints are turning 4 on Season 5 of OutDaughtered. Fans of OutDaughtered have been following the Busby family since the birth of their all-girl Quintuplets. Season 5 premieres on TLC on June 11th, and viewers will get to see the Quints celebrate plenty of milestones as they move into their preschool years. The new season will follow the girls into their 4th birthday, but because the show is pre-taped, some fans are wondering exactly when the Busby Quints' birthday is. As reported by CNN, Adam and Danielle Busby's 5 baby girls were born on April 8, 2015, which means the Quints turned for the spring. In an Instagram post from April, Danielle shared a picture of the kids on their birthday and described how wonderful her journey with them has been so far. "Happy 4th birthday to my sweet little miracle Quintuplets," she wrote in the caption. "You each have blossomed this year and have distinctly different shining personalities, and I love this about each of you. It amazes me how you are all the same, but so different. Words will never describe my love for each of you. I love you all to the moon and back and further than that. I am looking forward to this new year with 5 4-year-olds. Adam also shared a photo of the girls at their luau-themed birthday party, and in the caption, he gave a shout-out to their surprise birthday present, a new puppy named Bose. "We had such a great Hawaiian luau party to celebrate our 6 little princesses' birthday yesterday," he wrote. It was also the grand entrance to the girls' new surprise brother Buzz, our newest addition. He is a blue-tan miniature French bulldog, and his name is Bose. It's hard to believe that the Quints are already 4 years old. On the last season, fans got to see the family celebrate their 3rd birthday with a poop-themed party. On the show, Adam and Danielle revealed that their older daughter Blake's birthday is just 3 days before the Quints, so the family celebrates their birthdays together. In TLC, Adam and Danielle talked about how they managed to pull off the joint birthday parties without any drama. "A tip for a joint birthday party for the kids is try to make it as individual as possible," Danielle says in the clip from last season. "We had to make sure we focused on Blake. We got her own balloons, her own cake, sang just her happy birthday, had even kind of a special section of the place just for her room. And then the Quints were all together. Now that the kids are getting older, I'm sure they'll be more vocal about what they want to do for their birthday." A TLC description of the new season reveals that the girls will be bolder than ever on the upcoming season. In the blink of an eye, Adam and Danielle Busby have watched their daughters Ava, Olivia, Riley, Parker, and Hazel go from tiny, delicate newborns to full-blown three-nagers, the synopsis reads. These 5 little ladies are smarter, sassier, and more stubborn than ever. Fortunately for Adam and Danielle, big sister Blake is always there to help her parents keep everything in line. The Busby Quints are growing fast, and you'll get to see them celebrate all their milestones on Season 5 of OutDaughtered. Ever wonder if Adam Busby went to college? Here are the deets. With TLC's OutDaughtered back on for Season 4, the Quints have started preschool. But where did the Busbys get their own education? After all, diehard fans know Adam met Danielle when they worked at Target, as they've mentioned on air, and it can't be cheap raising 6 kids. Well, if you're wondering if Adam Busby went to college, you might be surprised to learn that it seems that went straight to work after high school. Multitasker Adam, currently a key account manager in Houston for a company specializing in safety equipment, according to his LinkedIn page, juggles a bunch of other titles too. He and Danielle, his fellow workout enthusiast, have opened a fitness studio, Rush Cycle with partners, to make extra money based on their passion for a healthy lifestyle. Before that, though, according to In Touch Weekly, Adam studied at Sam Houston High School in San Antonio, Texas, though his LinkedIn page doesn't say what year he graduated. Adam isn't the only working Busby, As noted on the family's TLC bio, Danielle also does some side jobs, such as beauty consulting, in addition to caring for her 6 daughters. Needless to say, the family's drive and success is definitely impressive. And clearly, career cleverness runs in the rest of the family. Grandma Mimi also has an entrepreneurial streak, too, and has gone into real estate, as Danielle captured on her Instagram feed. And all their jobs are certainly helpful, considering the cost of everything from diapers to dinner to a degree for 6 humans. There's Big Sis Blake, now 7, and the Quints, Hazel, Ava, Olivia, Riley, and Parker, the first all-female quintuplets in the United States, as People reported. As recent video of the growing family shows, it's an incredibly adorable financial load, but a true financial strain at that. One episode a season or 2 back detailed their painfully comedic meeting with a financial planner, and the answer to how much money alone it will cost to get all the kiddos through college was almost $2 million. Yikes. And while exact figures aren't clear, the family is presumably paid handsomely for having a TV crew in their house and letting the world share these precious years. In 2009, reality producer Terrence Michael told E! News that families on reality shows are typically paid about 10% of the show's budget, and he estimates TLC shows are budgeted around $250,000 to $400,000 per episode, meaning a family could get $25,000 to $40,000 for 1 week's worth of filming. The series has aired multiple episodes per season for 4 seasons, so doing the math, that's a lot of cash if the estimates are correct. 6 kids can't be easy. So it's nice that Danielle and Adam are still able to find time for weekly date night and able to pay for sometimes 1 or 2 sitters, which is what's needed, as Danielle explained to USA Today. Not that anyone begrudges them a break. You do bottles, milk, breakfast, get them dressed, play, they nap, and that's when I shower or do some laundry, constantly the dishwasher, constantly cooking or making food, constantly cleaning up, and they usually go to bed about 7 p.m., and then you start the dishwasher for the night and start over again in the morning, is how Danielle explained her hectic mom life to Style Blueprint last year. I think the reason people relate to the OutDaughtered crew is that the family's love and concern for their kids and trying to raise them normally in what is not a standard situation shines through. It's important to her as a mom that each child individually feels just as much love as the other, as Danielle told People. So, as a fan of the show, it's great to know that the Busbys are coming up with creative financial solutions and finding a way to make it all work. Leading up to the birth of my first child, I remember having 2 main things on my mind: the fear of childbirth and dreading sleepless nights. And let's be clear, those were both valid concerns. However, along with the feedings and diaper changes to interrupt my sleep, I also found myself lying awake with another sense of dread, realizing just how much money you end up paying for a newborn baby. A recent baby center survey found that parents can expect to spend $20,384 on baby-related costs in the first year of their kid's life, which, in no done news, also contributed to 89% of moms saying finances impacted their mental health. It's a stress I was reminded of all over again as we welcomed our second kid this year. The cost of bringing a newborn into the world goes far beyond baby gear. You're looking at things like insurance, hospital bills, college savings, and more. According to the experts, these are the major financial things to plan for when you have a newborn. Budget for essentials: hospital bills, health insurance, and basic needs. Budgeting for the essentials is key when it comes to not going into sticker shock when your newborn arrives. According to Michelle Pava of The Finance Therapist, some of the basics worth saving for are health insurance costs, hospital bills, and a little cushion for unexpected doctor visits. You'll have 30 to 60 days after your child's birth to register them for health insurance during a special enrollment period because you didn't have enough going on, right? From there, diapers, clothing, cribs, car seats, and feeding supplies will make up the core of your first major purchases. If you can, start a small savings account for your baby's future. It doesn't matter if it's $10 at a time. The habit itself builds confidence. Pava recommends saving up for 3 to 6 months of basic expenses as a goal. However, if that seems high, something is always better than nothing. Even $1,000 tucked away can give you breathing room, she says. What matters most is not a magic number, it's having a plan and knowing you can adjust as you go. Life insurance for yourself and your partner can help protect your family, putting financial resources in place if, knock on wood, anything were to happen to either of you. Disability insurance is another consideration, as it provides financial support if one or both parents are unable to work due to a severe illness or injury. Depending on your plan, this can help cover essentials like mortgage, childcare, and household expenses for a certain period of time. Legal stuff. Savings account trust. Update. Will. Safo Prak, a certified financial planner at Vanguard, shared the importance of estate planning and guardianship when welcoming a newborn to your family. Estate planning entails the creation of legal documents to specify your wishes for your assets in the event of your passing or inability to make decisions for yourself, Prak shares. It can involve setting up a trust, selecting beneficiaries for retirement accounts and life insurance policies, and how you transfer ownership of your assets. For underage children, it's crucial to designate a guardian who can raise your child if you're unable. Childcare is often the biggest shock, sometimes costing as much as a mortgage, Pava explains. I know for my family, having 2 working parents required finding childcare options early, and I'm likely not the first person to stress how expensive it can be. The cost of our daycare for 2 kids is not far off from the majority of my salary, something my husband and I had to account for and plan for when deciding whether I should stay at home or not. While not all kids may choose to pursue college after high school graduation, it's never a bad idea to have money set aside for if they do. Start investing in your child's future goals now, Prak advises. While school might feel far off, it will be here before you know it. Opening a 529 savings plan, which is a tax-advantaged savings account, can be a great way to get a head start on saving for your child's education. These accounts offer tax benefits, high contribution limits, easy gifting options, and flexibility. In fact, you can utilize a 529 for K-12 expenses, trade school tuition, college expenses, including room and board, and even for studying abroad. According to Prak, more than half of parents report spending $1,000 or more annually on unexpected costs. In my personal experience, that number has probably been even higher. From unexpected hospital visits to supplies we didn't know we needed, who knew an infant could be so picky with a bottle type, we spent a lot more in our first year than we had planned to. Consider saving a minimum of $2,000 or at least half a month of expenses for spending shocks, and 3 to 6 months worth of expenses if you can swing saving a larger sum in case of income loss, Prak recommends. Along with unexpected costs, there's what Pava calls the hidden cost of convenience. As for what this is, it includes ordering meals or paying for help when you are exhausted, Pava explains. These are not failures. They are part of adapting to life with a newborn. Don't forget that meal planning, accepting dinner from friends and family, and budgeting are all ways to cut food costs. There is a saying widely repeated in my family that all you really need to have a baby is a towel and a drawer. My father, who has had 5 children and 8 grandchildren, is the origin of this statement, and I don't doubt that when he had his first baby in the early 70s, at the age of 27, they didn't have too much more than those advised essentials. As I folded hand-me-downs last month with my younger brother, whose first baby is now just a few weeks old, we chuckled about our dad's perhaps apocryphal advice. What did he know, anyway? What's so wild about it, though, is that, a decade into parenting, the towel and a drawer maxim feels both completely absurd and refreshingly wise. A lot has changed since the 70s. When I was pregnant with my first child, my dad's perspective on parenting preparation felt as silly as giving a colicky baby a finger of whiskey. First, the cost of living for families in this country has grown astronomically. My parents, for example, could afford a home in a diverse city on 2 therapists' salaries. Now, the house I grew up in has been divided into luxury condos that I could only dream of affording. Childcare costs are real and overwhelming. My husband and I calculated when our last child started public kindergarten that we had spent almost $200,000 on the first 5 years of care for our 2 children. Children need medical care, and medical care in this country is becoming more expensive and elusive by the day. And, of course, there is the stuff. 50 years ago, my dad, who I promise you did have a legit crib for my oldest sibling, had few options and little pressure to make baby-related purchases. Now, new parents like my brother and his partner are bombarded with ads and suggestions from other parents to buy high-tech strollers, specially designed tummy time mats, and smart bottle warmers. Even with older children, I find it difficult to turn down this constant thrum, the promise that if I just shell out a few more bucks, some aspect of life that I perhaps hadn't even considered as a danger would be made easier for myself or my kids. But what do our children? What do we really need? Don't get me wrong, the social and political structure of many places, the US in particular, make the financial burden of childrearing fall on individual parents in ways both avoidable and cruel. Reading Abigail Leonard's Four Mothers, which tells the story of four women becoming pregnant and navigating their children's first year across four continents, this fact could not be clearer. Having children is less expensive when you have paid leave. The US is the only industrialized nation without it, or universal health care, or state-funded childcare. But though many of our financial parenting woes are systemically created, we do have choices within in that crappy system. Some purchases, like a comfortable breast pump or a carrier that won't break your back, really can make parenting easier. But most of the actual expenses you may be dreading are either not essential or readily available, used or free from parents who are dying to get rid of the gear their children so quickly age out of. Patricia Johnson, a financial planner in the Bay Area and solo mother by choice of a 10-year-old, agrees. There's a lot of consumerism built into modern parenting that just isn't necessary, Johnson explained. In her parent clients, she sees patterns of spending that don't really benefit children, like classes, weekend activities, and the biggest culprit, restaurants. The kids are fine just at the park, she told me. Your kid doesn't need variety, you do. In terms of preparation, Johnson mostly believes that parents will make the adjustments they need to make once they understand their parenting priorities, and that this make-it-work mentality is a natural byproduct of raising kids that isn't all bad. She's had parents change jobs, for example, in order to afford dyslexia interventions. They just do it, she says. For those in your position, thoughtfully ruminating on the best-case scenario for future with children, Johnson's pre-baby advice is the same she'd give any clients. She recommends tracking spending for a period of time to get clear on what your habits are, and doing it before you have a child so you're not having to do that work during the first year of parenting. It allows you to prioritize, and then you'll have a better sense of what you're willing to let go of if you have to make trade-offs as a new parent. She also recommends worrying less about college savings and more about retirement, as you can borrow and scheme for the former, but not the latter. I would also add in that flexing your communal and collaborative muscles, getting to know your neighbors, sharing responsibilities with friends, getting comfortable asking for, and offering help will be enormously beneficial to you when you realize that even a teenaged babysitter can charge $25 an hour, and if you only need one car, if you can arrange a daycare carpool. This, of course, takes work, but it is worth it. And it's not only for your mental health. Childcare swaps, shared meals, and pooled resources can end up saving you money in the long run. Who is ready to have a baby? No one. And also, mostly everyone. I'm sure you can find a towel and a drawer somewhere,